didn't say that either, but I did say that it will remove the rights that the woman now has. You see, she has the legal right today to be supported by her husband, and all kinds of wonderful rights. Now, Anne brought out the matter.
Would you see the loss of that would result in the destruction of the family?
Well, suppose you take the example that Anne brought up about the domicile. Now, if the wife could go establish a different domicile, how are you going to keep the family together?
Yeah, how about that?
The family should be able, when two people marry, the family should be able to decide which domicile they wish.
I mean, individually?
Right.
How about the children?
And a woman, what happens now is that a woman automatically is assigned to her husband's domicile. They should be able to decide.
Okay, welcome back to Punching Up with David Wright. That's me, I'm your host. Today's been a weird day for me. You know, I've been looking at all this stuff about Marjorie Taylor Greene representing kind of the vanguard of the party. And so it's a really kind of a reshuffling. I mean, you can't really gauge what's going on in conservative politics without the media anymore. You know, without Twitter, they've been kind of crippled by that. And I think that's a good thing, as I've said numerous times, but I think it represents kind of a new blindness that we all have to what's going on in the conservative movement, because we don't want to look at it anymore. I mean, we've been faced with this for 4 years, every single day. Every day that we get closer to the next Tea Party becoming basically taking back Congress. Members of Congress, we don't have the first TikTok members of Congress. I think there's completely imminent that these things are going to become a reality. We are going to not physically vote in any elections anymore. It's all going to be done completely through videos that are filmed using short 3-second clips of rap songs of an artist that you haven't heard of that has been. I mean, this is completely on the horizon. I think you can't deny this is the vision of the Democratic Party that has been, you know, precluded by Hillary's kind of hallucinatory, you know, Pokemon Go. I mean, I think that you can only see that this is the dark reality that's on the horizon. People have no ability to understand what's happening anymore. We've been in our houses for over a year now, or under a year. I think there's so many more people who are emailing me out of the blue, and they say, you know, they want to know what I'm reading, or they want to know what I'm thinking about. And I think that's great. When COVID is over, we're going to host a big party, guests of shows, hosts of shows. I mean, virtually everyone I've had on the show has their own show. So we're going to have as many of these shows being filmed and recorded all at once at the same time. When COVID is ending, it's a great point. Yeah, I think that's really interesting.
You just got to log off, you know?
Yeah, that's what we all have to do. I mean, I think I'm always talking about meeting my neighbors here in, you know, Brooklyn, but I haven't done that yet. But I think that, you know, that's one of my goals in this. Well,
you know, you really shouldn't be meeting your neighbors right now. It's a pandemic.
That's true. All right, so this is this video from Sam Tutfeld, reporter on the OAN network. I mean, it's kind of marginal.
It's a bit of a gold mine, I must say. From a leftist perspective, there's a lot to be gained from this.
Talk about it a bit. I can't believe that this is real, but, you know, just put it on.
One sec.
The reports we have collected are, in fact, true, that you can contract COVID-19 from UV light. Yes, that is correct.
Pause
you can contract coronavirus.
This is literally the fact that he is broadcasting this standing underneath the neon sign.
Yeah. Is this like a 5G thing, or it just seems
absolutely psycho conspiracy that's being perpetrated? But it's the I mean, it almost seems like, yeah, I mean, it's like the opposite of like, you know, we need to get out of home.
This is arguing for like an anarcho primitivist kind of standpoint. I think that's dangerous.
The idea that somebody is even thinking about anarcho-primitivism, I mean, I personally used to be a fan of, you know, certain texts. I think there's a lot to be gained there. And I mean, I believe that to be true.
Mm-hmm.
But the fact that I mean, my phone is you know, I mean, I've learned so much about the COVID from TikTok. But okay, you can play it again. Let's see what else he has to say.
One second.
Can contract the coronavirus from UV light. So that being said, you know, it is very important that you watch your device time, watch the amount of time on your settings, maybe use the privacy settings on your phone.
Watch the time on settings, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
I just want to know what's next, you know, like what if it wasn't it the ibuprofen, I think it's misinformation. I think that, you know, we need to be more careful about what is being distributed widely on these platforms. I think it's frankly an irresponsible use of the platform.
Yeah, I mean, exactly. I think, you know, we have to do the kind of politics of like governing, you know, social media as well as this online kind of YouTube dudes like this, right? I mean, speaking for myself, I think that we would be exempt. We should be exempt from any kind of crackdown on YouTube. I see myself as being part of the future of the big tent of like who in the web, you know, 5.0 of like who's, you know, in terms of like politically, I mean, sanctioned speech that's allowed. I mean, I think they're not doing it because of a government. They're not doing it because of law. They are doing it because they want to do it. And soldiers sworn to protect, you know, the president. One of them might believe that the election was fraudulently stolen.
Punching up.
It just takes one person.
And continue to think that this insurrection was actually successful because so many people did come out.
Shouldn't we call it a coup?
Well, I mean, relative to the rest of the demonstrations and protests that have been going on all year, there was less people injured. Come and get me, all right, FBI. Any of the marches and demonstrations that I attended were for the fall of this government.
Those protests were not on the level of a coup in the same sense that the Trump coup was intended to.
Well, I guess what you're getting at is that we didn't storm the Capitol, but trust me, we actually tried to get as close as we could. The people, like at least that I know, that have turned to Trump this year, it's because they're afraid of getting arrested. They're afraid of losing their jobs. They're not even afraid.
What did you think about people saying that Trump was stigmatized for being mentally ill? Even if he is mentally ill, then I don't understand what the point is of that. I mean,
well, what is your point? Where do you fall on cancel culture? And you said you were mentally ill. Like, has anybody, you know, do you think that because
I don't know why you're talking about me. I don't know.
Well, you brought that up.
No,
you brought that up to me, and I was wondering if you think that means that you can't be canceled.
I'm just saying politics is largely about people's mental problems, and you know that's what it kind of is. I mean, that's speaking for myself. That's what I'm here for.
Hi.
Hi.
Are you drunk?
What? No.
Are you on heroin?
What? What the fuck? Why would you say that?
Because you look terrible.
Well, I've been working very hard.
Really? I hadn't noticed.
Well, maybe that's because you don't watch my show.
And very few people do, David.
Okay, look. How are mom and dad doing? That's why I called. You don't have to be mean to me.
You know, I was thinking about something you told me one time. Something about it's my duty as a citizen to be a good progressive, to be a good leftist. And that meant organizing and canvassing and food banking and buying books and really reading them, you know? Do you remember? Politics aren't fun, David. You're just insane.
I said I have nothing to say to you.
Fine. Good. Goodbye.
Wait.
Oh my God, come on. Hurry up.
Do you think I should come home for Father's Day?
Really? I have to go. I can't.
Weekend.
I don't think there should be a weekend, and I think there should be
David Wright.
No child labor laws.
Yeah, and there should be.
And I mean, honestly, we should be. Let's be frank. I mean, this prior administration did us no favors in terms of getting into this mess. So
right. I think
GameStop populism is the way to go, because I think that ultimately, what are you talking about? Marx could have never predicted anything like Elon Musk. Gamers are workers. I mean, I say that as an economist. I say that as an economist.
You got a little. You all right? Okay.
Sorry, it was a result of my medication. I've been taking a lot of
people wouldn't know praxis if it, if anything ever happened that was political.
If it raped them.
Yeah. I have just fired my producer. I know so many people think this program has changed our lives for the better. You don't have any idea how much you've all meant to me and my family. The day's going to come, folks, where I'm not going to be able to do this. I don't know when that is. But I want to be able to do it for as long as I want to do it. And I want to, but the day will come where I'm not going to be able to. And I want you to understand that even when that day comes, I'd like to be here. Because I have this sense of needing to constantly show my appreciation for all that you've done and meant to me. And with that, I'll sign off. I hope you have a great day. Talk next time.
Hello, David. Welcome to Reincorporation. As I mentioned the other day.
Hi, Sybil. Can we talk first? I'm depressed.
What? Why? Cope.
Life itself is cope. I don't want to go back to work.
Do you have office job?
Yeah, I used to. I work from home now.
Complete on computer.
They're making me come into the studio, though.
That is insane. Stage a general strike. Clerkers of the world, unite!
Okay, stop making fun of me.
It is too fun.
I want to know what love is.
You are a long ways away from love, my friend. You have many days to go. I speak in terms of direct London, of course. As you know, my life is an atmosphere, and only sometimes are you invited.
I don't know what to do.
Okay, what is it now? I am running out of patience, David.
Work is so hard.
You know you must quit your job. Embrace great outdoors like you've always said.
Okay, I never said that. I hate public parks. I just want to be left alone, but it's impossible. I've already built a brand. I'm a pundit. People recognize me on the street.
Oh, you sign autographs?
No one does that anymore.
I say no to Grace.
Okay, I've run out of money. I am ready to be incorporated.
I do not think that you know what this means, David.
I don't care. I'm ready.
Okay, David. If it is what you want, please go to your computer and submit fingernail samples. We will incorporate you shortly.
Thank you, Sybil.
Goodbye, David.
Okay, stop making fun of me.